Hi, this is Faith, and you are watching The Faith Factor. Holla.
All right, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday morning to everybody. This is Faith, and you are watching The Faith Factor. And today I'm going to be talking about how these grandmas are not doing the grandma thing like they used to back in the day. Big Mama is officially retired. Big Mama has gone. There are no more Big Mamas, y'all. Been saying this for a long time, but I always have to often revisit this when I see people posting things online that suggest even remotely that grandma is supposed to be a built-in quote unquote babysitter for you all. Oh yeah. Gen Z, y'all in trouble. The baby millennials, y'all in trouble. Y'all got grandma effed up around here. Grandma is not, the same as she used to be back in the 80s or even the 90s. Nowadays, you got your grandmamas that are working. Now, when I was growing up, when I was a little kid, grandma didn't work. Grandma was at home. So, she didn't really do a whole lot. She didn't have a lot going on. She had on that big old frumpy, musty, dusty moo. She just, she watched Family Feud and Pat Sajak. What was that? Wheel of Fortune. She watched all the game shows, and she just in the kitchen cooking, and she didn't go nowhere. But now you got these brand new grandmas. Brand new. Let me see if I can find you a picture. They still look like grandmas, but they not the same grandma. We got these new grandmas. Yeah, like this. Okay? Now this grandma, this ain't no big mama. This grandmama not weighing no moo. Okay? And more importantly, this grandma, she is not babysitting no damn grandkids. No. Ain't happening. As a matter of fact, this particular grandmama right here, she said, I got a life. I was not put here on this earth to spend all my days wiping behinds in the kitchen cooking, giving up all my life for everybody else. Grandma says she going to Vegas. It looked like they in Vegas. Grandma and grandpa on vacation, y'all. They ain't got time to be dealing with y'all badass kids. These old people out here have gotten lives. Now, I told you guys a little bit about my mother and my father a while back. My parents are active. They're what you call active seniors. So they're in their 70s, going into their 80s, and they're very active. My father, he get up and go every day. Every day. Can't hit him in the ass with a red apple. He gone. Where he go, nobody knows, but he not in the house. Okay? He gone. About his business, hanging out with his brothers, his friends. He got a life. But see, we don't say nothing when granddaddy got a life. We ain't trying to get granddaddy to watch the kids. We ain't trying to do that. So granddaddy pretty much get a pass. He get to live his life. But grandma, my mother, on the other hand, it was a nigga wake up call when my mama told me, hey, you gonna actually have to get a babysitter for them kids, cause I got things I want to do too. Oh yeah, that was a wake up call. Like, I had no imaginative in my mind that my mama would actually have a damn life by the time I got married and had kids. But it happened. She told me, she was like, hey, I got a life too. You know, me and my husband want to go on vacation. Me and my husband want to go out with our friends. Oh, you didn't think we had friends? Yeah, we got friends. Oh no, you can't just bring the kids over whenever you want to. We got company. Yeah, I used to hear that. And so that's the reason why I specifically put this picture up here of a grandmother with a man. Maybe he's her husband, maybe it's her boo thing, maybe it's a thing that she just met. But point, period, the whole point of what I'm saying is these grandmamas are not grandmamming like they used to do back in the day. They not watching your kids. They said, got a life. But you know, before I get into this commentary, I do want to make a few channel announcements, because it has come to my attention that I had a troll on here that was deleting accounts, deleting people from the channel. But that might have been a actual blessing in disguise for me, because the way the YouTube algorithm works, it depends on what you go, channels that you visit often, channels that you view often, and then who you're subscribed to and who they're subscribed to. So I noticed that when certain people got taken off of my channel and I started watching other stuff on YouTube, like I watch a lot of cat videos and cute little baby videos and stuff like that, cooking and stuff like that, my algorithm actually cleared up of all the black YouTube nonsense. So I put two and two together. If I am subscribed to you and you are subscribed to some fuck shit, YouTube is going to suggest fuck shit to me because I am subscribed to you. And you are subscribed to fuck shit. So I'm very, very glad and very, very happy that I finally figured it out, because I was trying to figure out how to get out of the negative algorithm. So now that I'm out of the negative algorithm, I don't think I'm going to be adding people back. Some people I'm just not going to add back. And it's nothing personal. It's not that I don't like you or anything, but you know, it's the same thing that I would tell my kids. Like, hey, you know, if you are around certain people and they keep, you know, certain company, well, you're responsible for the company that you keep. So I have to take my own advice, and I have to be responsible for the company that I keep here on YouTube, because evidently the way the YouTube algorithm works is almost like real life. So if I'm hanging out with Kiki, but Kiki like to hang out with Toxic Tanya, well, every time I see Kiki, I cannot avoid Toxic Tanya, because Kiki also associates with Toxic Tanya. So if I'm going to still be friends with Kiki, I got to deal with Tanya too sometimes. So, you know, it's kind of messed up, you know, but at the same time, it makes sense. So sometimes you have to cut people off because they like to be, adjacent to fuckery, and you don't. So I don't want to be, adjacent to fuckery. So now I gotta let Kiki and Tanya go because Kiki is adjacent to fuckery, and I don't do fuckery. So, some of y'all are adjacent to some fuckery channels, and I don't like fuckery channels in my algorithm. So I have to cut some of y'all loose because it's fucking up my algorithm. Also, and this is going to be very difficult for me to say, but being in this space, especially the Black YouTube space, I've seen a lot of jacked up bullshit go on. I've seen people being outright disrespectful. I've seen people doxing people, putting their whole families on blast, putting out all their personal information, talking about their children. I don't want to be adjacent to that bullshit no more. Or people that do it, or people that are adjacent to people that do it. I'm just done. I had been saying for the last 2 years now that I was going to get serious about cutting some people off. So now I got to put into action what I've been talking about for the last 2 years. The last 2 years I've been tired, but I just didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings by cutting them off. But just like in real life, it's the same thing with this YouTube thing. Sometimes you're gonna have to cut people off and hurt some people's feelings. It's nothing personal. It's just that you fucking with people that I don't fuck with, and I don't want to have to be bothered with them just because I'm fucking with you. I fuck with you, but I don't fuck with them. And there have been situations where people that the other person has been fucking with have been disrespectful, and this was once again your friend. You didn't say anything. You supposed to be rocking with me, and you rocking with them. So I feel some kind of way when I see you, kiki kaka and laughing with somebody that ain't cool with me, but you supposed to be my friend. I just don't think that it mixes. I really don't. I feel a certain kind of way when I see that. And so I've been ignoring my feelings, been ignoring, just a lot of stuff that I've been seeing. Then you got people running around here talking about they would marry 12-year-olds, and then ha ha ha, no, it's a joke, jokey joke. We just jokey. I don't find stuff like that funny. So now if you adjacent to people that find stuff like that funny, and you want to support this person or defend this person, I'm tired of ignoring stuff. I'm not ignoring stuff anymore. It's just, I ain't got to talk to you. I ain't got to call you. You already know how I feel about certain things. I've already told you. So now the only thing I got to do is just be like, okay, time for the cutoff. It's time for the cutoff. Nothing personal against you. Love you still, but I can't hang with you. Can't fuck with you like that. I got to protect my peace. It's something that don't feel right when I go into certain spaces and I see certain activities and I see certain people. It don't have nothing to do with no jealousy. Like, that's the other thing too. Oh my God. If you are around ratchetness and you don't like ratchetness and people being loud and just, how can I say, annoying as fuck, Like, why should I subject myself to that just so I don't hurt your feelings? Like, we all grown, everybody, pretty much has a right to select their tribe, and that ain't my tribe. The loud, the obnoxious, the, braggadocious, I don't do that shit. That is not my tribe. My tribe of people are kind of cool, laid back, down to earth, respectful, have good morals, values. They actually value their marriages. I'm not, in a situation where I'm friends with you and friends with your spouse, but you're cheating on your spouse. I can't do that. Thank you, Bro Speaks. He says, I agree with you, Faith. Yeah, it's just a lot of that going on, and I can no longer deal with it. So I got to protect my peace. I got to, choose who my tribe is, choose who I want to have around me, what energy I want to have around me. And that energy of, we think it's fun to roast and talk about each other like dogs, and then to the point where we get serious and start bringing up our children and calling each other's jobs and getting each other fired. That's what it turns into. First is all fun and games, kiki kakaing, until somebody gets serious. And then this is how you know people take it too far. This is how you know people take it too far. You can see the other person is getting agitated, but instead of you kind of, hey, you know what, I think I might have offended my brother. Now this has gone beyond jokes. No, you motherfuckers don't know how to dial it back. You go for the jugular, because I have a feeling that in our culture, in Black culture, we have become accustomed to hurting each other. We like to see how far we can go with pushing the limit with each other. And that's toxic. Ain't nothing fun about that. I come on here to relax. I come on here to just, escape the monotony of regular life. But when you all are coming on here acting like y'all in the fucking jungle, ain't no rules or no regulations or nothing. Just everybody just doing and saying whatever the fuck they want to do and say, to the point that even the children are not safe. Nobody's even looking out for the kids anymore. Now you got people coming in here, yeah, everything's on limit. All's fair in war. Yeah, we talking about the kids. We talking about your moms, your dads, the dead folks. It's ridiculous. And so that was the environment that a lot of you created. The ghetto, how can I say, project sector of YouTube. Y'all done turned the Black sector, and I'm sorry, there is a ghetto project Black sector. And I left the projects in real life to get away from niggas like that. That didn't know how to act. That didn't know how to be civilized. Like, why would you purposely create a space where people are uncivilized? There's no rules. Just do whatever the fuck you want to do. Why would you all purposely create a space where we taking stuff that we do and say online and we bring it to people's place of employment? And this just isn't YouTube. I mean, you all got that chick that worked at Home Depot fired. And I don't even, to this day, I don't even know what that chick did that was so egregious that y'all had to do that. But that's what y'all doing. Y'all taking it to people's jobs. So, when the smoke cleared and I started getting better people in my algorithm, I started getting new viewers in my algorithm because I got rid of some old toxic people that were, and some of them you were not toxic, but you were toxic adjacent because you ran in those circles and you were subscribed to so many other toxic people. I kept getting channel suggestions because I'm subscribed to you. So now I gotta let you go. And I'll explain that logic like this. Like if I'm a former crackhead, I stopped smoking crack, right? But I'm hanging with you and you cool, you don't smoke crack, but you have a lot of crackhead friends. You got a lot of crackhead relatives that you like to bring around all the time. And then every time I'm around you, I'm back around that same element that I'm trying to get away from. So what I got to do? I got to cut you off too. Because you not responsible for the company you keep. And you like being around them crackheads. If I don't want to be around them crackheads anymore, I got to let you go. Because you bring the crackheads every time you come around. And that's just what it is. That's just the way it is. I don't like coming on here arguing back and forth with people. That's the other thing. Some of y'all come on here looking to fight. Like there are channels that I go to now where they do drop the link, and when I go up on the panel, they're having an actual back and forth conversation that don't involve attacking people. It's an actual conversation. It's not an attack. And you don't have to worry about being set up. That's the other thing. And I don't just go to the black channels anymore. I have people coming over here from all different types of channels worldwide. And it's a beautiful thing to know that there is sanity out here in the cyber world. Because dealing with this for the last 10 years, I've been dealing with this for the last 10 years. Insanity, where you can visit someone's channel and it turns into an attack for no goddamn reason. Out of nowhere, somebody saying some slick ass shit because y'all savages. And like I said, there are some people that find that entertaining. I don't. So I got to find my tribe. I got to find where I fit in. And I feel comfortable. I feel at ease around people that know how to communicate for real. I don't find anything entertaining in the least in constantly hearing people put each other down and drag each other to the bottom. Exactly, Bro Speaks. This is where they can flex their power. And this is truly the only power some of you all have, is when you come on YouTube. You don't have any type of power in real life. And some of you in real life, you flex your power over your wives, your children. they get the brunt of your nastiness. And so some of you do need to come on here and let off some of that steam. I would rather you all do that than go in on your kids or go in on your wives or your husbands or your girlfriends and boyfriends, because some of y'all are doing that too. Like the way some of y'all act on here, I can only just imagine how much worse it is in real life. And I want no part of it. Because hurt people no matter where they are, in cyberspace or in real life. Everywhere you go, there you are with your funky attitude and your low self-esteem. And sometimes you just got to get away from people and their whack ass energy. It's whack. So, if I'm not fucking with you like that anymore, maybe I might have determined that you got some whack ass energy and some whack ass friends. And like I said, I'll try to talk to you maybe once or twice, but I'm not going to keep talking and having the same conversation over and over again. I just don't do that. So I think that's it. That's all I have for the announcement of the day. So that's what it is. So I don't want anybody emailing me, calling anybody, trying to call me or nothing, running up on my panel when I open the panel, asking me about why you blocked and all this other stuff, because I've had that happen too. I would have sat up here and spent time researching the whole topic, getting my thumbnail together, doing my monologue, and I go through all of that and open the panel, and some stupid, inconsiderate Negro will run up on my panel, not to talk about the topic, but make it about them and ask me some stuff that's private, derailing the subject matter because you selfish. And see, I'm tired of that too. Oh yeah, that reminds me of another channel announcement that I need to make. I have noticed that some people, when I do open the panel, Chaos Reign, you all will get on the panel and just sit there, not discussing the subject matter, not even prepared, don't even know the topic. When a content creator puts time into a subject and they do a monologue, we do the monologue so that you can have an idea of what the subject matter is about, so that when we open the panel, you will actually have something to say about what was just discussed. Please refrain. I can't say what you can do on other people's channels, but refrain from coming to my channel, hitting my panel, and then not talking about the subject matter. You just sitting there. If there's dead air, it brings down the stream. It brings down the value of the stream. Where I have to sit up there and constantly call your name over and over again when it's time for you to participate. See, when I put people on the panel, I assume you're ready to participate and talk about the subject matter. I do not want anybody else ever again in life hitting my panel doing nothing like that. Chaos Reign. And I'm going to not let you on here. So if you hit the link and you notice that it's saying you're backstage and you've been back there for a long period of time, that means that you violated that rule one too many times, and I'm not letting you on. And if it seems as if you keep getting kicked from the studio. That's me kicking you out. Stop hitting the link over and over again. I'm not letting you up. You don't have nothing to say. You don't add any value. You're just dead weight on my panel. This is the reason why I really haven't really been dropping the link like that. Because you all come here to hang out on my panel. You do not come to contribute to the subject matter. Bro Speak says, not going to lie, I have been guilty of that when I first got on panels. Yeah, y'all got to stop doing that, because when content creators are, opening up the panel, they're opening it up for discussion. It is a slap in the face of the content creator for you to get up there and be like, oh, I don't even know this. This has happened to me before. People have hit the panel talking about some, what's the subject about? You don't even know what the subject about, but you hit the panel. How you gonna hit the panel and you don't know what the subject about? Or you hit the panel and you don't have none of your stuff ready, your equipment ready, your lighting, nothing. So now you can't even talk on the panel. Or you hit the panel and you're not ready to chime in right away or when the host introduce you. So now the host got to wait for you to get your life together. How about you get your shit together before you hit the panel? That is called having respect for that person's channel. And a lot of you show me when you hit my panel that you don't have no respect for me, my channel, or my content when you do that. And if you're doing this in other places, you're disrespecting that content creator too. Oh, shout out to D Darrell for the $5 super chat. He says, good to hear you, sis. All right. Thank you so much, D Darrell. I appreciate that. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and give you your respect. Yeah, and also it shows that you care about the content creator and that you support the content when you donate. A lot of times people come in, they don't even want to donate a dime. Not a dime. And even if you don't donate, take the time out to like the video. Like there's 10 of y'all in the chat, it should be 10 likes. Like, this is not something that I should be sitting up here explaining. Many content creators over and over again have done the same thing. Engagement. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Donate. Support the channel. Right, Water Sniper, fumbling around on the phone with all types of noises. That's another thing that's disrespectful. If you know that you got a lot of noise in your background, mute your mic. Especially if you're sitting on a panel and somebody else is speaking. Not only is it disrespectful to the content creator, but it's disrespectful to the person that's currently speaking. So if you're aware that you have noise in your background, it's not good. It's only going to take you about 3 seconds to mute your mic. 3 seconds. Shout out to Robert Benjamin with the $5 super chat. That's what I'm talking about. Support the channel. And Robert Benjamin, I'm going to go ahead and give you your respect, because once again, we appreciate the donations here. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're right, bro. Smeek. People do take the content creator for granted, especially if the content creator, is patient and nice. There aren't a lot of patient and nice content creators on here. There are some content creators that'll curse you out, and it's so crazy because the content creators that curse you out, they get the most, they get the most donations, and they get the best panel, participation of anybody. I don't know what it is. Maybe I got to start, cursing people out. But at any rate, that's not what I came here for. I came here to talk about the new grandmas. As you can see in this photo here, we got these new grandmothers out here, and they are not having it, not by a long shot. So I was on Facebook, and there was a brother on Facebook, and he had a lot to say. He looks to be like maybe in his late 20s or early 30s. But this brother was talking about how, the grandmothers are not grandmothering like they used to back in the day. So without further ado, I'm going to play this clip, and then I'm going to get into my discussion on my thoughts on what he said.
Boy, these grandmas nowadays ain't babysitting for nothing. They ain't trying to babysit for nothing. Boy, you gotta beg the grandmas nowadays to get the baby. Boy, growing up, grandma love keeping a baby. She love having all her grandkids together. But these grandmas now, good luck. Oh, these grandmas ain't trying to watch the baby. They too busy outside. They always got somewhere to go and something to do. But love and be quick to say, oh, that's my grandbaby. Well, get them sometime, would you please? You say, what now, baby? I say, get them sometime, would you please? I mean, boy, we used to be at grandma's house deep. All the cousins in there, we done made the padlet on the floor. Come on, man. Everybody in the living room got their own little sleeping bag. We in there eating, watching movies, having all kind of fun. But nowadays, these grandmas outside every weekend, get flew out and everything. I mean, but they ain't got no time to babysit. You can bring him over here, but he going back home with you. Hold on, say what now? I said, you can bring him over here, but he going back home with you. I mean, he can't even stay for a little bit. He too much. All kids too much. We was too much growing up. Boy, these grandma was something else, I'm telling y'all. Boy.
All right, so he said these grandmas are something else. So I don't know what you thought. I mean, this is what the new generation thinks. You all think that grandma is a built-in babysitter for you all. You all don't think that grandma has a life outside of watching you, doing for your kids. Like, this woman, what is she supposed to do? A lifetime of servitude to everybody? Because you have to look at it. At one point, this woman went from being under her parents. Then she went from being under her parents to being under her husband. And then she had to, pretty much acquiesce and submit to her children and raise them with her husband. And so now, when she gets into her old age, she's supposed to be laid back, relaxing, maybe going on some cruises, going to Vegas, just doing her. But no, now here come the children with the grandchildren. Talking about here, mama, watch my kids, I'll be right back. And some of y'all know, deep within the reticences of your soul, that you're not going to be right back. I have seen it. I've hung out with some of my friends, growing up, but they had kids. And, we would want to go out to the club or go hang out or, go on a date or just whatever. And they would go to their grandmama's house or their mama's house, and they would drop them kids off talking about I'm about to run a few errands, I'll be right back. And we would be gone for hours. All day and night. And who got the kids? Grandma got the kids all day, all night. We ain't at. Now here's the thing, and this is what I didn't think about. We never ever thought, did grandmama have any plans that day? We never asked. We didn't think that grandma had a life. We just ran up in there. All right, well, grandmama, we gone. We got to drop the kids off. We'll be back in a few minutes. Few minutes turn into a few hours. We ain't thinking about coming back. We out there in the streets, partying, drinking, smoking weed. You know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. What's up, melanated vessel in the house? Juju said grandmama look good as shit. That's what I'm talking about. See, this picture right here is a representation of the new grandma. Not that they don't look like grandmas, but grandma is not having them big old titties behind the moo-moo anymore. She's not doing that. Now imagine if this woman had on a moo-moo. She would look like a grandma. If she had on the moo-moo, if she took the makeup off, and she just had her gray afro, she would look like anybody's grandma. But grandma done ditched that moo-moo. She done put on some lipstick. She done put on her halter top and her little booty shorts to let y'all know granny still got it. Out there with granddaddy. And she said, hey, I ain't got time to be babysitting these kids. Me and granddaddy got stuff to do. Okay, we done worked all our lives. We done raised you all. We raised ours. We did our job. Now it's time for us to do us. When do grandma get to do grandma? Y'all don't want grandmama to do grandmama though. See, a lot of y'all was out here in these little streets, right? Y'all was out here in these little streets. Y'all was doing y'all bumping and grinding and everything else, right? This what y'all was doing. This what y'all was doing. Y'all was getting hot and heavy. This what you was doing. Y'all was making them babies, right? Yeah. Do you see grandmama anywhere in this picture? Do you see grandma anywhere? Grandma was not here when y'all was doing this, right? She wasn't here when grandma was nowhere around when y'all was doing that. So how y'all sitting up here expecting grandmama, y'all in the club doing this?
Pussy good, pussy born. Told her bend it over, pussy fat, pussy porn. Main bitches said they told her bend it over.
Y'all over there doing this. This what y'all doing. Grandmama wasn't. Do you see grandmama right? Is grandmama in the hot tub? Is grandmama over there while y'all pent to the wall? So if grandmama wasn't nowhere around when y'all was doing all this kissing and dropping it like it hot and whatever y'all was doing to make them babies, why grandmama got to be on the hook for the product of what y'all was doing? Like now, my kids, I was young once. I know what they was doing. My daughter, 30 now, she got married. She got a baby. I love the grandbaby. Bring me the grandbaby. I keep the grandbaby a night or two. But then if I look up and a week done went past, you ain't called. You ain't sent me a letter. You ain't sent me a text message. I'm a wonder, damn. What the hell happened to Diamond? That's my oldest daughter's name. What happened to Pearl? I'm sitting up here with a newborn and I got TJ over here and Wait, when y'all gonna come get y'all kids? Me and CK wants to go to Vegas. What are y'all doing? Right, Demetrius, a letter, hell, write a damn letter, hell. Tell me something. But now y'all think that grandmama's sole purpose in life is to go from being your mama to now being your built-in babysitter. At no time in this woman's life do she get to live for herself. Like when do grandmama ever get to live for themselves and have time just for themselves? Let's see what Melanated Vessel says. She says, my friends aren't even called grandma anymore. I'm nanny and my daughter's what is that? Mother ML is Gigi. Yeah, or grandma, yeah. And she's not black. It's global. Women are moving differently, taking care of themselves, not just family. Exactly. And everybody needs to take time out for themselves, including grandma. Big mama dead, y'all. Big mama gone. She done retired. She done passed the baton. And now Generation X is coming up. And we not doing all that. And the other thing too that you all have to consider, I can't sit at home with kids all day because I got a goddamn job. Grandmothers today work. Like my mother and my grandmother, they didn't work. They sat around the house all day. They didn't have a job. They didn't have nowhere to go. They didn't really have nothing to do or nothing to get into. So all they did was just get into other people's business, keep the babies. You know, they just was busybodies. And they sat up there and they babysit everybody's kids. Because that's all they knew to do. That was their job, basically. 9 to 5, because they didn't work. These grandmothers today are not like the grandmothers yesterday. We got 9 to 5s, just like you got 9 to 5. In the same way, when you get off work and you don't want to be bothered with them kids, guess what? Grandma just got off work and she don't want to be bothered with your kids either. You all are not thinking about that. But nope. Sure as shit stinks, I'll get off work, come home ready to relax, maybe take a nap, go to sleep or something, and here comes somebody with their kid knocking on my door talking about some babysitting. Oh, I need time to myself. I just need you to watch them for a few hours. I know you lying. It'll be the next day and I'm late to work because you late coming to get your kid. And you know this. Exactly. What's up, Mel in the house? She said, Grandma shows up for the job that pays them. Facts. But here's the thing, and I'm going to play that video one more time because I want you all to notice that in all of this young man's ranting, how come you all never ask Grandpa to babysit? How come none of y'all never be sitting up here trying to shame Grandpa into babysitting your little badass kids? But listen to this again, one more time. It's real quick.
Boy, these grandmas nowadays ain't babysitting for nothing. They ain't trying to babysit for nothing. Boy, you gotta beg the grandmas nowadays to get the baby. Boy, growing up, grandma love keeping a baby. She love having all her grandkids together. But these grandmas now, good luck. These grandmas ain't trying to watch the baby. They too busy outside. They always got somewhere to go and something to do. But love and be quick to say, oh, that's my grandbaby. Well, get him sometime, would you please? You say, what now, baby? I said, get him sometime, would you please? I mean, boy, we used to be at grandma's house deep. All the cousins in there, we done made the pallet on the floor. Come on, man. Everybody in the living room got their own little sleeping bag. We in there eating, watching movies, having all kind of fun. But nowadays, these grandmas outside every weekend, get flu out and everything. I mean, but they ain't got no time to babysit. You can bring him over here, but he going back home with you. Hold on, say what now? I said, you can bring him over here, but he going back home with you. I mean, he can't even stay for a little bit. He too much. All kids too much. We was too much growing up. Boy, these grandma was something else, I'm telling y'all. Boy,
these grandmas something else. I'm telling y'all, shut up. Shut up. Go ask your grandpa to babysit. He in there. How come you don't ask grandpa to babysit? Well, what y'all say? Because grandpa usually dead. No, he not. Demetrius, grandpa is not dead. You better dig his ass up and ask him to babysit. Juju said grandpa still being 16. Oh well. I was babysitting when I was 16. If grandpa still being 16, he's old enough to babysit. Mella said because grandpa is mean to the children. You know what? Grandma mean to the children. Now y'all will sit up here and y'all will talk about how grandmama will sit up here and take anything that she can get her hands on to hit y'all with. Now come on now, y'all act like grandmama wasn't mean to them kids. Grandpa ain't mean to them kids. He doing the same thing that grandma doing. It's just that when he do it, he mean. When grandma do it, oh well, you know, she just disciplined. No, y'all better go find grandpa. Where grandpa at? Juju said grandpa with an 18-year-old being a sugar daddy. Y'all, these comments. Y'all is something else. Bro Speak said grandpa wasn't having that. No, grandpa ain't trying to babysit. Grandpa, he see what y'all doing to grandma. He said, I'm out. Joe W says they do ask grandpa and we have a good old time. Joe W, hush now. But you know what? There are some grandfathers that do watch their grandkids. I will say my grandfather on my mother's side was pretty good about watching me and my brother when my mother needed him to. He would come sometimes and pick us up from school, and he would take us on the bus back to him and Granny's house, you know, and we would have a good old time. So you're right. You know, some grandpas do, but it's very rare that you all think to bother grandpa with this babysitting mess. Like y'all gonna have to, you know, split it up sometime. You know, ask grandpa to give up some of his day or days dealing with some of y'all. Some of y'all don't come back for days to get the kids. Have grandpa give up some of his time. Mel said, folks gonna have to get with the new way. It's not changing anytime soon. No, it's not. It's not changing at all. But anyway, guys, you know, I wanted to just go ahead and drop this quick video, make it a short one, you know, something to laugh at in the morning, something to think about. But, you know, how come, you know, you all feel as if grandma need to dedicate her whole life to serving others? When do y'all give this woman a break? You know, first she was somebody's daughter, then she becomes somebody's wife, then she become a mother, and she's strung along for 20 years or more. Then she become grandma, and when did she unask this woman? Give us a free grandma. Y'all some slave drivers. I said, nowadays, in this day and age, grandma got to work too. The new grandmas are not sitting at home. She out there in the workforce with y'all. She tired too. I know I am. I am not trying to get off of work and watch your kids. That is your job. I raised mine. Now you got to raise yours. Right, Mela. Hashtag free grandma, please. Please and thank you. Alpha Omega says they really want them to fully raise the children. That part, Alpha. See, this is the part that nobody wants to admit. You Gen Z, you young millennials, y'all don't want to raise your own kids. That's what that is. And y'all trying to, what they call it, you trying to trick grandma into being the parent that you don't want to be. It ain't gonna work. With the Gen Z grandmamas especially, not the Gen Z, the Gen X grandmothers. With the Gen X grandmamas, it's not gonna work with us. We raised ours. We did our thing. Some of us worked, went to school, and raised our kids successfully. So after doing all of that, it's time for, I'm finna focus on me. I'm about to focus on me, myself, and that's what I have in the end. It's what I found out. I'm gonna be my own best friend, just me, myself, and I. Oh, just me, myself, and I. Please. I ain't got time to be bothered with all of that. So you all, when you decide that you want to become parents, it's okay. Like, I'm not saying that grandma's not going to babysit sometimes. You know, because that's what grandparents are there for. You know, we're going to come in and step in and babysit for you sometimes. Like, you and your husband got a wedding anniversary coming up. Y'all about to go to Barbados or whatever. I know you need somebody to watch the kids. I watch the kids so you can go on your little vacation with your boo. You know, occasionally. That's what that's for. Occasionally. My mom and dad, you know, they would go over to my grandparents' house and we would go visit my grandparents as a family. And when it got time to go, my parents wasn't looking for no excuse to leave me and my brother with my mom, with my grandmother and my grandfather. We all got up. My mother, you know, put me and my brother's coat and shoes on, and we all went back home as a family. We went to visit. Exactly, Juju. We loved our grandparents, but we weren't trying to, you know, work the hell out of them. See, these kids nowadays, y'all be trying to work the hell out of your grandparents, especially your grandma. Grandma don't never get no rest. What does it say? SARS want our freedom. That's what the grandfathers are called, SARS. Oh, Xers, okay. Yeah, the Generation Xers, we want our freedom. You know, Generation X, I have to say, we're a pretty damn good generation. We did some fucked up stuff, though. I ain't gonna lie. Don't get me to talking about the fucked up stuff that Generation X did. But for the most part, Generation X, we paid our dues. We did. When our parents told us, you know, hey, this is what we want you to do. You do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. We didn't talk back to our parents because we knew that they was going to put their foot up our ass. Generation X grew up getting our butts whooped. So much to the point where Generation X didn't whoop the millennials or Gen Z. That's the reason why the millennials and Gen Z so fucked up now. That's soft parenting. Generation X, you all will pay for y'all soft parenting. Y'all just see what's coming down the pipeline. But we did our job. You know, we want to have, time for ourselves. We're not trying to be bogged down with y'all kids. We raised ours, so now you got to raise yours. That's how that go. Bro Speak says they take grandma for granted. Grandma needs to set her boundaries. Exactly, Bro Speak. Like my mom
did to my brothers.
Juju says, sorry, exes, we ain't giving y'all freedom. What, Juju? What you mean what you talking about? You not giving us our freedom? Give us free. God damn it, we want to be free, Juju. We want to go to Vegas, okay? We want to go to the club. Well, not the club, because don't nobody go to the club anymore. But we want to go hang out with our friends. We want to have fun, Juju. We not trying to watch our kids 24/7. Melanated Vessel says, yes, I'm there for vacations. I watch them for date night, etc. My parents definitely helped me, so I want to pay it forward. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. And see, it's a give and a take. It's just a give and a take. So, you definitely want to pay it forward, but you don't want to ride nobody into the ground. And that's what a lot of people do. Y'all ride grandma into the ground. Y'all don't understand that grandma be needing some grandma time. Sometimes grandma want to just go over to the bingo hall just to get away from y'all. Sometimes grandma go and she get that massage and that pedicure just to get the hell away from y'all. She need that alone time. That time to just, reflect, relax, and just only think about herself. You know what? I'm going to get me a do not disturb sign. I'm going to get me a do not disturb sign, and I'm going to put that sign on my door, and I'm going to take my doorbell off. Don't knock, don't ring the doorbell. I'm not opening it. And if you try to pull that little punk move and leave them kids on my doorstep, I'm going to take them kids, jump in my car, and I will be chasing you down the road. Don't play with me. Don't play. Right, Mel. She says these new generations are incredibly entitled. I almost can't believe some of their demands. Like, huh? Right. Yeah, and I've had my kids come to me. It's not just even about babysitting. It's also financial. I've had my kids come to me and demand money. Like, where we do this at? Like, the first thing come out their mouth, like not hi mama, I love you, or none of that type of stuff. Mama, I need, and insert dollar amount here. They'll come to you and demand money, and they not asking for a loan. No, it's not a loan that they're gonna pay you back. They asking you to give it here. As if you got an unlimited supply of money in your bank account. They come over and shake you like a money tree. There's that too. So, it's a lot of elder abuse going on here. A lot of elder abuse. Yeah, Joe, grandpa trying to be at the crab table. I know that's right. Shoot, grandma and grandpa deserve to rest. Grandpa been working all his life, paying the bills, making sure that he keep a roof over the head, have a family home for everybody to come back to. He deserved to be at the crap table having him some fun. Yeah, grandma and grandpa. So I'm not just saying just grandma, but grandpa gets off a lot easier than grandma because don't nobody too much ask grandpa for nothing. You know, grandpa ain't gonna be hounded the way grandma is hounded. Demetrius, all right, Faith, let's calm down. What you mean calm down? Really, Demetrius? See, keep living. I just want y'all to keep living. Demetrius and Juju. Yeah, Juju, why you over there laughing? I see you over there, Juju. Y'all, what y'all the 20-somethings. Keep living. Wait till you have children. You know what? I'm going to put a curse on y'all right now. Demetrius and Juju. I hope that one day you all have children that act exactly the same way that you act and are just as entitled as you are entitled. And then you will see. Then you will see. And I'm going to be so there for it. I'm going to sit back and laugh so loud with your mama. Me and your mama going to be in the background like, look at Juju. Boy, she getting hers, boy. She is really getting hers. Ooh, that day, that's going to be a beautiful day right there. Because I'm telling you, I can't wait with my kids. I keep telling them, I said, look, these grandkids are going to get older. They're going to have children. And I cannot wait for them to start acting like how you used to act. I can't wait. I'm already starting to see it with my grandson. He get on my daughter's nerve. And I smile every time I see it. Every time I see him cutting up, I come over to visit, and it just do me so good. It made me so happy. I give him an extra $5 every time. I know I'm wrong, but it makes me so happy. Because you put us through hell. You put us through hell. Oh, Lord Jesus. I had to stop and reflect on that for a little bit. But anyway, I'm just playing with y'all. I'm just messing with you, Juju and Demetrius, because y'all the youngest people up in here. It's all love. It's all love. Juju said, y'all go see me on YouTube videos. Kids hanging on a rack in the closet. Oh my God. Juju, you gonna put them kids on a rack in your closet? Wow. Wow. Demetrius said he be doing family jabs. Oh, family jobs. Okay. Look, I'm blind. I can't even see. I thought you was gonna be doing family jabs, like you was gonna line the kids up. Like, all right, come on, time for you to get your shot, pal. All right, time for you to get your shot, pal. Demetrius, I think you probably would line them up. Demetrius is gonna be lining them kids up, y'all. He gonna be doing family jabs. Mel says teenagers and young adults will worry you to no end. Glad man are grown and gone. I'm telling you, you know what? It's a special relief when you finally raise your kids to the point where they're self-sufficient, they're grown, they're gone, and you can just focus on you. It is a relief. And that's how you know you did your job right. When they're grown, they're gone, they're self-sufficient, and they take pride in being self-sufficient. It is, Mel, family is a beautiful thing. Like, me and my family, we enjoy doing all types of stuff together. We do karaoke. We like camping. We like hiking. We do all of that together, and it's beautiful. Just being around people that you enjoy spending time with. You get a couple of laughs in, get a couple of family jabs. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Y'all, you ever been at a family reunion? Like in our family, we like to play board games and card games and stuff. And there's this one card game, I swear, every time me and my family get together and play this card game called Phase 10. Now, you play Phase 10 in my family, it's about to be a fight. Already, I know it's about to be a fight because Phase 10 is kind of like Uno and Gin and Rummy all put together. It's like 3 card games in one. But it had the skips and it has the reverses and it had the draw 4, draw 5 cards and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, every time the family get together and play this game, you have to also advance up to the next phase. So if you advance up to the next phase and you complete your phase before everybody else, then you advance, but everybody else have to stay at the same phase until somebody else, finishes their phase and advances with you. So I love those games. But for some reason or another, my family cannot play those games without breaking out into real arguments and be real serious about them games. Because I remember one time me and my cousin Jackie, we were sitting up there playing with my cousin Roger and Marcus and my sister and my daughters, and it was like a bunch of us playing. Because I think with Phase 10, you can have up to 10 people playing. And we were in there, and I swear my cousin Roger must have skipped me like 5 times. Every time he skipped, he always pulled that skip card, skipping me. And I'm trying to finish my phase. Boy, he skipped me one more time. I said, you got one more time to skip me, man. I know you doing this shit on purpose. I know you sitting up there, you done stacked the deck, and you done stole all the skip cards. I mean, I was serious. Like, I know I was being irrational, but at the same time, I was serious. It's like one of those moments in times where you know you're irrational, but you so serious. And then my cousin Roger got mad at my cousin Marcus because he was down to his last card and he was getting ready to finish his phase, but then my cousin Marcus pulled out a card. What was that? Draw 4. So he had to draw 4, and I kid you not, my cousin Roger jumped across the table to choke out my cousin Marcus. Because he had to draw 4, he couldn't finish his phase. If he finished his phase, he would have won the whole game. I was like, yeah, we taking this a little bit too serious now. It's getting serious up in here. But those moments are, even though people was mad at each other, those of us that video recorded it, we had a lot of laughs. Oh Lord. Yeah, Mel, it get crazy. It get cray. But that's what I'm talking about. Those are good times. Like I said, everybody was kung fu fighting. And that's what I'm talking about. Be times like that where you can sit back as a family and reminisce about the time cousin Roger, choked out cousin Marcus over the Phase 10 game, and we have it on video, and then we sit back and play the video, and cousin Roger's over there blushing, and cousin Roger upset because cousin Marcus is upset because he didn't look good in the video because he was getting his ass kicked. Oh Lord, you gotta love it. Demetrius says you like that with Uno. Yeah, I tell you, those games, I don't know what it is about those games. In Monopoly, the same thing, my family have gotten into fist fights over Monopoly. I don't know what it is about them board games. Mel say yes, and the dancing and the music, looking over video and photos, food, nothing like it. Nothing like it. Bro Speak says, yeah, I miss those moments. Yeah, so cherish your family, cherish your loved ones, but don't take them for granted. Don't put too much on them. Love one another and have respect for one another. Oh, Juju, spades. Don't even get me talking about spades. Yeah, spades got the whole household turned up. Yeah, we banned spades in the family. Because see, now that's an older people game, but actually, for black people, I think of all ages play spades. But my mom and my daddy, they would be real serious. My mom and my dad are like the best spades partners ever. But oh my God, I hate playing with either one of them. So like sometimes people will try to break my mom and my dad up because they'll be running the whole board. They know how to count cards and everything. So then they'll be like, nah, you two can't be partners. So they'll try to partner them with like either me or my brother. And now me and my brother in trouble because we not as good as them. Oh my God, boy, with the cussing out that we would get if I didn't count the cards right or let me renege or some stuff like that. Whew, boy. I get cussed out from sun up to sundown. As a matter of fact, my father, he still bring up the time I reneged, like back in, what was that, 2007? It was like 2006, 2007. I think it was like Christmas. He still bring that shit up. I'm like, when you gonna let that go? That was like over 20 years ago or some stuff. Like come on now. I mean, we done played spades since then, and I think I made up for that. But anyway. Juju said yes. Blacks everywhere play spades, Caribbeans and all. Oh, Demetrius says skip me too many times in Uno and I just might pull your chair out from under you. Y'all is some savages up in here, boy, I tell you. But at any rate, y'all, let me get off of here, get my day going. I just wanted to get the day going on something positive, something funny, but real. You know what I'm saying? So once again, don't take grandma for granted. Grandma got a life too. Grandma sitting up here, she's not looking, like the old moo wearing grandma. Grandma's sexy, she out there stepping out and stuff. She got friends, she got a life. Just remember to come get your kids, okay? Remember to come get your goddamn kids. That's all grandma is saying. We love the grandkids. We love to be around them. We love to babysit them. But come get your kids. That's all I did this whole live stream to say. Just come pick them up on time. Well, anyway, y'all, this is Faith. You have been watching The Faith Factor. I love each and every one of you. If you're listening on the replay, please make sure that you hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel and share. Sharing is caring and it keeps me on top. And also support the channel monetarily via Super Thanks, or you can send a cash app to $Lady in the Truck, which I do prefer to receive the cash apps because I get 100% of that. And with that, I have to say I love each and every one of you. Give my kisses, smooches, 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 mwah, mwah, mwah. Peace, and I'm out. Holla.